spoken word storytelling.
Poetry.
Kavi Sammelan.
Poetry.
Nasri Nazma.
In the beginning was the word.
How do you teach the love of words to a generation for whom everything is awesome?
In poetry, spoken word, it's about connecting with the audience over an emotion.
I was actually trying to find myself and I picked up spoken word and I'm very grateful for that.
And what is and what is not spoken word.
It's a bit of an art.
To just perform.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Akarsh Khurana.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to the second episode of the third season of Unscripted with Akarsh Khurana, which is me. I am a bit of an avid reader, so I like books. There's a book you may have heard of. It's called the Bible. I haven't read it. There's a line, very famous line in the Bible, which says, "In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God." I'm not sure what it means. But philosophically, they say that before anything else existed, there were words. So yeah, clearly words thematically are going to be what we are talking about today. When I started my theatre career, जब मैंने शुरू किया था, मैंने थेस्पो से शुरू किया था. नादिर जो पीछे बैठे हैं वहाँ, वो एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट हिस्सा थे. ये कहानी ये सुन चुके हैं. बट मैंने जो पहला नाटक किया, वहाँ मुझे थेस्पो में बेस्ट डायरेक्टर का अवार्ड मिल गया, जो बहुत डेंजरस चीज़ होती है. क्योंकि फिर मैंने अपने दूसरे नाटक में सोचा कि अब मैं अराइव हो चुका हूँ, तो मैंने 28 एक्टर कास्ट किए और ऐसा गरीबों के भंसाली का सेट लगा दिया और बहुत ही बड़ा प्रोडक्शन किया और उसकी धज्जियाँ उड़ गई. फुल हाउस था सोफायास का. जब शुरू हुआ 20 लोग बचे थे एंड तक. इंटरवल में मुझे बू किया, सब बोला कि उतर जाओ, बंद करो ये नाटक. फिर निकल गए लोग. 20 जो लोग बचे थे उनमें से अनफॉर्चुनेटली एक थे नसीरुद्दीन शाह साहब. वो एंड तक बैठे, फैमिली फ्रेंड थे, फंस गए बेचारे. मैं गया मिलने. एक्चुअली मैं मिलना नहीं चाहता था, तो क्वासार उन्होंने आकर बोला कि नसीर भाई अभी भी वेट कर रहे हैं, जाकर मिल लो. मेरी फटी हुई थी, मैं गया उनके पास. मुझे देखा, उन्होंने बोला कि तुम कल घर आओ. मैं घर गया तो उन्होंने चाय वाय पिलाई और फिर एक किताब मुझे पकड़ाई और बोला ये पढ़ो तुम. उस किताब का नाम था टुवर्ड्स अ पुअर थिएटर बाय जेरी ग्रोटोव्स्की. थिएटर के लिए क्या ज़रूरी होता है? एक स्टेज, एक लाइट और एक इंसान जिसके पास एक कहानी हो. तो ऑब्वियसली ये तब भी सच था और आज तो वो और भी सच हो गया. तो आज उसके बारे में हम एपिसोड कर रहे हैं कि एक इंसान, एक कहानी, एक स्टेज, एक लाइट. तो स्पोकन वर्ड के बारे में ये एपिसोड है और मैं अपने गेस्ट बुला लेता हूँ. हाँ, माय फर्स्ट गेस्ट इज द जेंटल जायंट ऑफ द पोएट्री कम्युनिटी, याया बूटवाला, जो खुद के लिए ताली बजा रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट अप, known for her deep understanding of the human condition and her truth bombs, fearless and fantastic Priya Malik. ये करना होता है, ये करना. You are right here. Yes, please. And lastly, जो इस पूरे कम्युनिटी और इस दुनिया के अब्बा हैं, उन्होंने हर क्रिएटिव फील्ड को कॉन्कर करने के बाद ये स्पोकन वर्ड के पायनियर बन गए इंडिया में. मिस्टर रोशन अब्बास.
आपने एज वाइज कलरिंग रखी है. यंग लोग येलो पे,
हाँ बूढ़े,
और थोड़े सीनियर लोग ब्लू पे.
ये हमें लगा था सटल है, बट क्लियरली बैकफायर हो गया. तो वो बोला मैंने ना, ह्यूमन कंडीशन आप ही समझते हैं. देखो तो
अब्बा से सीखा है.
वेलकम, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग हियर, फर्स्टली फॉर डूइंग दिस. शुरू करते हैं. बेसिकली आप सबकी जर्नीज के बारे में आजकल इंटरनेट पे सब मिल जाता है, तो मैं चाह रहा था कि वो उतना ना डिस्कस करूं. पर एक सवाल है जो मैं शुरू करना चाहता हूं कि ऑब्वियसली जो स्पोकन वर्ड और स्टोरी टेलिंग है, जो जिसके बारे में हम काफ़ी चर्चा करेंगे, वो रिसेंट टाइम्स में बहुत ही ज़्यादा पॉपुलर हो गया है. मैं एक्चुअली आप लोग से जानना चाहता हूं कि आपको क्या लगता है ऐसा क्यों हुआ है?
क्योंकि आपने मुझे अब्बा बोला है तो इसलिए मैं एज बिफोर ब्यूटी एंड विजडम एंड एवरीथिंग लेके चल रहा हूँ. एक्चुअली आकाश 2010 में अगर आप देखिए तो स्पोकन वर्ड एज अ इस्टेब्लिशमेंट शुरू होता है पुणे में.
अच्छा.
शांतनु आनंद और नंदिनी वर्मा करके दो लोग हैं, उनमें से एक हमारे साथ कॉम्यून में काम कर चुके हैं. They started something called the airplane poetry movement, and that actually was the first organized attempt to put poetry into a format, because spoken word भी जो है ना वो थोड़ा सा लूज एक वर्ड हो गया है. Started with performance poetry, और वो परफॉर्मेंस पोइट्री से शुरू होके 2013 में उन्होंने पुणे में शुरू करा था. कॉम्यून हमने उसी टाइम के आसपास ही 13 में एक आइडिया था, 15 तक हम लोगों ने थोड़ा सा कुछ करना शुरू करा. And other collectives also were around. Spill, Unerase, Taper Tail started a little later. मतलब ये सब उसी 13 से 17 के बीच में ये सारी चीजें शुरू हुई.
और ये सब पोइट्री फोकस थे लेकिन.
मतलब पोइट्री फोकस
And
थी.
storytelling.
हाँ,
Yeah.
storytelling I think started coming along the way because I genuinely know that मेरा फोकस बहुत ज़्यादा स्टोरीज पे था, लेकिन हमारी टीम में एक दो लोग थे इंक्लूडिंग शांतनु जिनका बड़ा फोकस पोइट्री पे था. तो हम लोगों ने कहा बैलेंस कर लेते. बट everything continued and it was growing well. The pandemic is almost, I think, an inflection point, because the thing that happened was everybody started looking for intimacy. Right? ये छोटी स्क्रीन जो है ये स्क्रीन ऑफ इंटीमेसी है, तो आपको इंटीमेट कनेक्शन ढूंढते हैं. वो इंटीमेट कनेक्शन जब मिलना शुरू हुआ तब सारे स्टार्स बनना शुरू हुए. मैं थोड़ा बहुत इसका क्रेडिट कॉम्यून को सिर्फ एक चीज के लिए दूंगा कि हमने जब स्पोकन फेस्ट शुरू करा था तो शुरू इसलिए करा था बिकॉज देयर वाज रियली नो नॉर्थ स्टार.
Yeah.
Like, where does a poet across India look to go and perform and say, this is my Mecca, right? ये है मेरी जगह.
And what Abha is talking about, the genesis of this, you all were not a part of it back then, but you all were witness to it, I assume. You all were aware of what was happening here.
So my spoken word journey actually started in Australia. I
yes,
used to
yes,
live there.
yes.
And I was going through one of the worst phases of my life. I wrote an angry breakup poem called When He Told Me He No Longer Loved Me. And I used to be an English school teacher at the time. So I finished school, went straight to the Australian Poetry Slam, which was happening in my city. So they used to do heats.
Right.
And if you win the heat, you perform in the state finals. And I went and I performed in one of the heats, full anger, when he told me he no longer loves me, and I won. That's how I started. And then when I came to India, I actually spoke with Harnid
Correct.
via Twitter, and I asked her that, is spoken word happening in India? And she named Commune, and she named Spill, and she named Unerase. But my first ever spoken word poem on YouTube in India was with Commune.
When you started,
Yeah.
when you did yours, so this is already something that was regularly happening, like slam poetry or events that was.
हाँ, तो open mics were constantly happening. I think I started around the end of 2016. I was just out of college, doing my first job, second job. तो वो टाइम पर ओपन माइक्स हो रहे थे, एंड दीज वर बेसिकली लाइक अ रूम ऑफ 15 पीपल हु ऑल वांटेड टू जस्ट परफॉर्म. I think video culture around that same time, it just started, and I think every art form basically works on trying to find a connection. जैसे हम थिएटर में कहानी के साथ कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करते हैं ऑडियंस के साथ. इन कॉमेडी इट्स अबाउट कनेक्टिंग विथ ह्यूमर एंड ट्राइंग टू टॉक अबाउट समथिंग, अ शेयर्ड एक्सपीरियंस. Similarly, I think in poetry, spoken word, it's about connecting with the audience over an emotion. तो आई थिंक वो जब एक जज्बात के बारे में बात करने लगे लोग, कि जैसे आई थिंक हुसैन हैदरी स्पोक वेरी स्ट्रांगली अबाउट आइडेंटिटी दैट कनेक्टेड विद अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल. Aranya spoke about being a woman, that Brown Girls Guide. Yeah.
Brilliant piece.
So that every person found their own space and they were just saying things that they felt, and somehow that made a connection with a larger audience. So I think 2017 में I think the market started booming. We started doing college shows, and I think
this was before the social media boom. This was still very like.
This was all YouTube.
Oh,
like,
right,
yeah, 2017 is when I did a piece that also went viral, but they were already viral by the time. This was 2017. Yeah, I remember clearly.
तो 2017 में मेरी जो पहली कविता जो ऑनलाइन गई थी, which we just put out there, not thinking क्या होने वाला है, but that went around 12-13 million around that time. And उसके बाद college shows started happening. So I think a lot of it translated to word of mouth. Like I think majority for any art form to work is कि जब तक आप उसे YouTube पर, Instagram पर consume कर रहे हो, it has that effect के हाँ ठीक है अच्छा लग रहा है, but it's when you come to witness it, that's when the conversion starts happening. That's when you realize कि अच्छा ये this is a longer format that's going to work for the people. So I think 2017 में जैसे मैंने कहा कि छोटे रूम्स थे, 15 लोग जो 15 सुनाना चाहते थे, and by the end of 2017 we were in rooms where there were approximately 500 800 people. I think spoken
And
का
spoken first.
first happened
Yeah.
2017. So there were 10,000 people coming out there just to listen. I think that's where the main conversion started happening for the audience also and for artists also कि अच्छा हमारा art form कुछ live shows में replicate हो रहा है.
And since both of you did speak about your first experience at
Yeah.
this, when you wrote these pieces, did you write them with the intention of recitation?
So yes, so stage poetry is very different from page poetry.
Right.
I firmly do believe that because I have written both and I've done both. Page poetry, you write a poem which is what we have studied in school,
Right,
right?
of
चाहे
course.
आपने English literature पढ़ी हो, you have read Wordsworth, Shelley, Byron, or you have read Hindi literature, Nirala, हरिवंश राय बच्चन. वो लिखने के लिए लिखी जाती
और
है.
पढ़ने के लिए
हम परफॉर्म करने के लिए लिख रहे हैं. सो देर इज़ ऑलवेज अ केडेंस टू इट, देर इज़ अ बीट टू इट. मेरे दिमाग में तो बीट पहले आती है कभी कभी, और उस बीट पे फिर मैं शब्द बिठाती हूँ. कभी कभी टैगलाइन पहले आती है और फिर उसको मैं बीट पे बिठाती हूँ. एंड देयर इज दिस जोक रनिंग इन आवर कम्युनिटी एज वेल, हाउ आई वंस told Amandeep that we should write a poem together, and he got a voice note from me where I told him कि the poem will be called प्रेम कैसे होता है, और वो ऐसे जाएगी प्रेम कैसे होता है टटा टटा टटा. And I sent him like a 3.5 minute voice note with just doing tata 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 tata. So yeah, that's how I do it.
So when you were putting that piece down, you knew it was something that you would perform.
Yes,
It was
I
something
did.
you wanted
Because
to-
I was writing it to a beat, I was writing it for it to be performed, and spoken word poetry in nature, when it started off in New York, and button poetry, and as a performance art form, it was meant to be written, it was meant to be performed. You know your pauses. Like if you see Maya Angelou reading Still I Rise, you will see how she would read it, There are videos of her performing the piece. And when you're reading the piece, it reads different, but when she performs it, it reads different. So yeah.
And also, I'll just add to that there are two other reasons for it being so successful. One is, see, it's bite-sized, right? And if they have 15 people performing 3-3-minute pieces, in 1 hour you're getting such wide variety. एक नहीं पसंद आया, दूसरा तो आ ही जाएगा.
100%.
Right? And often I'm telling you, the way we used to curate, because we all would be in the same places.
Yes.
हमने 2-3 open mic बड़ा यहाँ का culture है. Now open mic as a culture is everybody's like, I'll get to perform. But you're keeping 4 aces with you. Yaya is there. I remember at that time, all these people would be around. तो 2-3 लोगों ने perform करा है, 2-3 minute करा है. Now 10 minutes has gone average. तो throw in an ace.
Yeah.
Right? Now this person will go, oh wow, it's picked up again.
Yeah.
So you're building a live performance meter at
And
some
someone
level.
is curating that.
Yes.
Right.
So there has to be a curator at the same time. The person has to be around. Storytelling started because I felt that लोगों को कहने को बहुत कुछ है, कोई तरीका नहीं है and कोई format नहीं है. 2016, and again I go back to Airplane Poetry because they did a national slam for which they were able, I don't know how, to get Sarah Kay. Now Sarah Kay was the first big young name,
Wow.
along
Yeah.
with her brother, who came to Bombay and multiple cities.
Wow.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah, and she has a big India connection. She was born here or something, from what I remember, because she did a poem called India. And it was happening at my son's school at Oberoi because they'd come and done it. And I just turned and I had one question. I said, how do you teach the love of words to a generation for whom everything is awesome? Right? So she was like, just perform. She said, just perform, they'll fall in love. And that was true. It begins when everyone makes that effort. Yaya has gone with me to promote Spoken Fest. हम लोग गए थे कैंटीन में सोफाया
कॉलेज. Yeah.
किसी को इंटरेस्ट नहीं. सोफायर्स की कैंटीन में किसी को स्पोकन वर्ड में इंटरेस्ट नहीं. हमारे पास गुड लुकिंग बॉय है, आगे कर दो. हमने इसको आगे कर दिया, टेबल पे खड़े होकर परफॉर्म कर रहा है. Suddenly there was a crowd. So you must have that. It's the fringe. When you go to the
Right,
fringe,
absolutely.
Akash,
Yeah.
the joy for me is not the performances. The joy for me is people selling their performances. When people stand there on the road and give you posters and
Flyer,
flyers
yeah.
and that effort, they put in that effort today in building the surround. Performance एक चीज है, उसके चारों तरफ बैकस्टेज डिस्कशन हो रहा है, इंस्टाग्राम, यूट्यूब, फिर क्या होगा, क्या चलने वाला है, व्हाट्स गोइंग टू. यू हैव टू कीप एज मच ऑफ इज इट. एंड टुडे इन फैक्ट ओनली प्रिया पुट आउट वन थिंग सेइंग कि यार क्या टाइम आ गया है कि hook सोचना है, virality सोचनी है. There was a
Yeah,
the beautiful
I
thing
did,
she wrote
yeah.
today, which all of us responded to, saying that yeah, I mean, are we performative
Yes.
or are we just
Yeah.
doing? Are we putting our best work forward?
Yeah, because
But
you
that's
know,
the thing.
when we started spoken word, like I remember when I wrote my first few poems, these were things that I felt so strongly about.
Right.
Right? Like that breakup, it had shattered me to bits. I was angry and I wanted to express myself. Boom, comes the poem, right? The second poem of mine that went viral was called Women's Right to Pleasure.
Right.
Because that was a topic that I felt so strongly about, you know, women's right to their bodily autonomy. Then I fell in love. You know, I met the love of my life. He was very old school. तब आई 2019 में मैं 1999 ढूंढ रही हूँ. तो जहाँ जहाँ कविताएं आई, वो ना इंस्टाग्राम से डिक्टेटेड थी, ना यूट्यूब से डिक्टेटेड थी, वो मेरी ज़िंदगी से जुड़ी हुई थी. कहाँ है वो सब अब? Right? And I'm questioning myself. अब अभी इंडिया में हमारा बहुत अच्छा टाइम चल रहा है. We are full-time spoken word poets, right? Yaya is there, I am there, Haley is there, Nayab is there, Aman is there, Vanika is there. This is what we do full-time. But are we writing confessional poetry anymore? Is a question that all of us need to ask.
Right.
आई थिंक हर वक्त हर जनरेशन के साथ ये होता है कि हाउ दे कंज्यूम आर्ट चेंजेस. सो लाइक व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड, जैसे यूट्यूब था, यूट्यूब वाज वेरी डिफरेंट फॉर आवर प्रेडिसर्स टू सी कि अच्छा अब आर्ट ऐसे कंज्यूम होगा, वेयर वी वर पुटिंग आउट आवर पीसेस एंड इट वाज वेरी कंफर्टेबल फॉर अस because people wanted to take those long format videos, right? They wanted to consume poetry that way.
Right.
Now जब चीज़ें Instagram पे shift हुई है, when it's become about a 3-second hook, even we've started questioning कि अरे अब art कैसे consume हो रहा है. So I think it always happens when the mode of consumption changes. The people who are on the previous way of how they were selling it before, they also have like a कि अब मैं कैसे करूँ. You know, because you start questioning that I will have to rethink how I am working, how I am writing my emotions. And I think that becomes a little tricky space when you're talking about spoken word. क्योंकि it's essentially just writing your heart out.
Right.
तो जब आप अपनी दिल की बातें लिख रहे हो, आप उसमें ये नहीं सोच रहे हो कि अरे दिल की बात पे हुक क्या लगाओ.
कौन सा font use करूँ?
बट अब उस तरीके से कई बार सोचना पड़ता है, विच इज़ नॉट रॉन्ग. इट्स स्टिल यू आर स्टिल पुटिंग आउट योर आर्ट. इट्स अ न्यू वे ऑफ कंजम्पशन फॉर द जनरेशन. तो हाँ, इट्स अ वेरी इंटरनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जहाँ पर कई बार हम हारते, कई बार हम जीतते, कई बार खुद को समझाते कि नहीं ये सही है, कई बार कहते हैं क्या फुद्दू जनरेशन हो गई है. बट इट इज़ देयर.
ये कह रहा है क्या फुद्दू जनरेशन?
हाँ बिल्कुल.
सही है.
हम तो बहुत टाइम से
हर जनरेशन के लिए.
अपने लिए, अगले के लिए, अगले के लिए. आपने एक टाइम पर बोला था कि व्हेन डिड दिस स्टार्ट, तो मैं उस टाइम पे ये सोच रहा था क्योंकि हमारे डिस्कशन हो चुके हैं कि कविताओं पे जो होता था, यू नो, कवि सम्मेलन और मुशायरे होते थे.
करेक्ट.
ये इस जनरेशन का है.
करेक्ट.
ये वही है. You know, and people, that's why they are modifying it to what their audience is. कि यार 3 मिनट का piece ये है. These are the themes that are working. And there will always be someone who will be a contrarian in the room, who will be very different or whatever, and will possibly get people's attention. But over a period of time, there is a need for the art form to, obviously, I mean, I guess a lot of it is just to evolve. I mean, there's a lot of introspection which everyone's going through.
हाँ, मतलब वो चीज को ट्रेंड बनने में टाइम नहीं लगती और उसमें फंस जाते हैं ना. Then that starts dictating what you're doing.
Exactly.
At least but it's such a flavor of the month. That
Exactly.
is also not something that you can actually build on, I suppose, because and I think everyone's facing that. I think just all kinds of content is facing, you know, that kind of situation. So, but Dr. what I wanted to ask was that the first time that your foray into the, you know, where you kind of did a fairly personal piece out there, that was more storytelling than poetry.
Yeah.
And is that something you had written?
Yeah. I think the first piece that I did, which is called All You Sleep Tonight, was a piece that actually came from it. And we at Ahmed got about 15 people to just come and said it's going to be an evening of storytelling.
Right.
If you want to tell a poem, you can.
Right.
So one person out of the 15 actually did a poem. Everybody else did a story.
Right.
And that had Gaurav Kapoor, Ankur Tiwari, Dudu Kuna, Tess Joseph, all of these people who came. And I had this, and it was not a pre-written piece. So the first time I performed it, it was purely instinctive. But
You made it up on the fly. You were
no,
telling
like
it as
I knew the story.
Right.
But molding it into a format where there's a beginning, middle, and end, where you're doing a lot more of, I mean, when you're storytelling, you're playing also with the theater of the mind. So what are the imagery you're creating? It's honestly, if you study it, it's a bit of an art.
Obviously, what I am gathering, and it's a larger conversation about what, because like you said, spoken word is now quite a loose definition, and it covers a lot
Yeah.
of things. And what is and what is not spoken word is something even I'm not very clear about, in terms of, for example, obviously stand-up is something else altogether.
That's comedy.
Yeah.
It's
It
because,
has nothing to do with poetry.
but
yeah.
so no, as in, but is spoken word only to do with poetry?
Can I answer this question?
You please, yes.
So, stand up is, sometimes I've seen people using the word stand up poetry and it irks me so much
Yeah.
because it doesn't exist. तो तीन तरह की चीज़ें होती हैं मेरे हिसाब से. One is slam poetry. A lot of people also confuse slam poetry with spoken word poetry.
okay.
A slam is nothing but a poetry competition, right? Where
Yeah.
people are given a stipulated time. I started as a slam performer. I participated in a competition. हर किसी को 1.5 मिनट दिया गया था. 1.5 मिनट पे घंटी बजती है. ऑडियंस में से 4 लोग आपको मार्क्स दे रहे होते हैं. वो है slam culture, right? When you're not performing a performance poem in a slam setting, that's when it is spoken word. Spoken word doesn't have to follow a meter.
Right.
Spoken word also, as Roshan sir rightly said, is a slightly looser term. Spoken word बहर पे लिखना ज़रूरी नहीं है.
बिल्कुल.
Spoken word can be a, जिसे उर्दू में कहा जाता है नसरी नज़्म. आज़ाद नज़्म भी एक अलग चीज़ होती है. आज़ाद नज़्म के भी रूल्स होते हैं. हम जो करते हैं वो नसरी नज़्म में करते हैं, right? Where we are taking the liberty of no rhyme, no meter,
Right.
more confessional, more like a passionate monologue which has been woven into a structure. वो होता है. फिर होती है normal poetry जो लिखी जाती है, जो किताब में आती है. ये तीन चीज़ें हैं. तो there is poetry, there is spoken word, and then there is a competition of spoken word which is called a slam poem. And then of course there is storytelling, which is a
Absolutely.
different genre altogether. Yeah.
Right. Now, one thing that I think is common perhaps in across spoken word, as we are saying it, is that it comes from fairly personal spaces. It has to come from personal spaces. So one thing that I've always wondered is that, do you be yourself, or are you finding yourself playing someone?
If I may.
Yes.
तो मैंने इसके ऊपर एक छोटा सा ये पीस भी लिखा था कि a lot of times what happens is that you as a person you are playing 3 characters at the same time.
Right.
One is the human who goes through life, experiences it, and you go through your struggles, you go through your victories. Then there is the writer behind who is writing, who's jotting this down, who's saying कि अच्छा ये struggle वाला patch है ना, ये मज़ेदार है, ये कहानी में काम आएगा. And then there is this performer who is saying कि भाई मुझे script मिल गई है. So by the time I reach the stage, the human has lived all his experiences and has now moved on. The writer has written the script and is happy, and now it's time for the performer to be happy.
My process is different.
Right.
I think when I started spoken word, I was looking for a release. You know, I wanted to get on stage and perform. I was actually trying to find myself, as cliche as it sounds. I think I spent my entire 20s searching for my purpose. And the only place I found it was at the age of almost 30, which is when, you know, I got divorced, I moved back to India, and I picked up spoken word. I've been writing since I was 12, लेकिन मैं page poetry लिखती थी as a child. मैं दूसरे poets की poems जाके elocutions में और debates में perform करती थी stage पे, लेकिन कभी भी अपनी कविता जाके perform नहीं की थी. It was at that first, in India, it was at that first event with Commune, where I did a poem called Where Are You Really From?
Yeah, beautiful.
And it was all about racism,
Accents
you know,
and
and
racism.
identity. Because उस time मेरी ज़िंदगी में वो चल रहा था. You know, that was the fight I was fighting. In Australia, where are you really from? What's your name again? You know, all that jazz that happens when you go abroad. So, मेरे लिए it has always been a very personal journey, which became public, and I'm very grateful for that.
You've also acted in the past, so there is that life that happened before this.
Yeah.
So do you find yourself, say, even in Indradhanush, are you being you, or is there a theatricality and a performative nature
Yeah,
to it?
so the first thing that I did was I wanted to see, can I discover a genre, because
Right.
that was exciting. So I call it a live memory broadcast. I don't call it stand-up.
Yes, I've
I
seen
don't
that,
call it
yes,
storytelling.
yes.
I don't call it poetry. None of those. Because my idea is that जब memory से चीज आती है तो हर बार वो same नहीं होगी. Like my light and sound guy are shitting bricks. Because मैं कहाँ चला जाऊँगा, पर उनको पता है वापस आ जाएगा. मैंने कहा देख भाई मैं वापस आ जाऊँगा, टेंशन मत लेना. तो obviously there's a lot of evolution. You see that the audience is younger. Okay, I'll extend the bit about college.
Oh,
I
okay.
know where I'm beginning, I
Right.
know where I'm ending, and I'm actually treating it more like a deck of cards.
One thing I wanted to ask, which is, I mean, an expected question, but also about how you all deal with it, particularly because you all are putting yourselves out there and it's so personal. And now, with social media in particular, which is an important and necessary tool, it's also so public. Now, I understand that one downside of social media is this, that it might be dictating how you do your work, which is where you've got to maintain your own honesty. But in terms of the vulnerability of it, where you're putting yourself out there to exposing yourself in a sense. So what is there a downside of that? Is there, how do you cope with the shit that comes your way? Because I'm sure there is.
Yeah, can I go on this? मुझे बहुत एक funny incident है इसके लिए. So I did a story that has like 2 minutes of me talking about my mental health.
Right.
ठीक है, and that's vulnerable, that's honest. I put it out there and I made peace with it. मुझे डर नहीं अब उस चीज़ का. It went out. It really worked well. अब ये YouTube वीडियो था, which is like 13 minutes. तो अब उसकी रील्स काटनी है. तो मुझे टीम से आया कि वो मेंटल हेल्थ वाला हम डालते हैं. मैंने कहा डालते हैं. तो इंस्टाग्राम वर्जन में सोच रहे कि हुक होना चाहिए. तो वो रील लेजिट ऐसे स्टार्ट होती है एंड और फिर मुझे एक एंजाइटी अटैक आ गया. मैंने डाला है वो और मैं आज भी उस बात पर हंस देता हूँ बिकॉज इफ आई सी अ रील सडनली पॉपिंग अप और मुझे एंजाइटी अटैक आ गया मैं हंस दूंगा. बट पीपल विल रीच आउट टू मी सेइंग दैट आई एग्जैक्टली फील द सेम थिंग एंड सडनली आई फील गिल्टी अबाउट लाफिंग ऑन माई ओन पीस. आई एम लाइक नहीं यार लोग कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं. सो आई थिंक आई हैव नॉट रिसीव्ड हेट फ्रॉम पीपल. I have, touch wood, received love and in abundance.
Priya, you are not afraid to tackle
I've
uncomfortable.
done Big Boss
Yes.
and Big Brother. That's as vulnerable as you can get. 24/7.
Right.
तो मेरा तो vulnerability वाला डर वहीं चला गया था because people had seen me in every state and form. लेकिन लोगों ने मुझे लड़ते हुए इतना ज़्यादा देखा था Big Boss पे that I remember when my first few poems went out on YouTube. I used to go back and read all the comments. I still do. And there used to be comments यार ये लिखती भी है, हमने तो इसे सिर्फ लड़ते हुए देखा है. अब बिग बॉस में मेरी पोएम्स तो ना सुनाएंगे आपको 45 मिनट्स के एडिट में, राइट? I was also really fighting with the reality TV image because reality TV also comes with a lot of weight that I had on my shoulders of not just one Big Boss, 2, Australia, Big Brother and Big Boss. And for the first few years, I had to really shake off that image. Because at that time people knew me for who I was. कि वो प्रिया मलिक ना, मैंने आपको ये करते हुए देखा था, बहुत अच्छा था. To go from there to now people meeting me, you know आपकी वो जो कविता है and then they recite it in front of me, मेरे लिए वो सफ़र बहुत ज़रूरी था. And it took me years. It took me years and it took me a lot of social media to change that perception and to change that image that yes, I know I did reality TV, but hey, I do write and I do perform. So मेरे लिए वो vulnerability मुश्किल थी और शुरू में hate भी जो आई थी वो वहीं से आई थी. And obviously on my feminist pieces people are like, you know, not all men. There were effigies of me which were actually burned कि spoken word को रेखता में क्यों लेके आए. But I think what the most beautiful part was that रेखता invited me not once but twice. उन्होंने अगले साल फिर बुलाया कि आप आइए. So when the platform is standing with you and your lovers are standing with you along with like a small section of haters, then you can handle being vulnerable. I remember being scared on Rektha stage because there was so much vitriol online, which was also translating offline. Yeah. But at the same time, I felt strong enough to go back on that stage and, you know, give it back.
Yeah. What about you? About what have you experienced in this sense? And also, do you find it then necessary to kind of prepare budding artists for this?
So you know, honestly, personally मेरे साथ इतना नहीं होता because I am now really looked on. ज़ईफ है बेचारे, छोड़ दो इनको. पर मैं performer कम हूँ online. And also I do so many things. I confuse the hell out of people. एक दिन brand reel आ रही है, एक दिन मैं अपने बाप के बारे में लिख रहा हूँ. पर इंसान तो वही होता है. मतलब मुझे बहुत बार हो जाता है just do the brand reels. I said, but I'm not just a brand storyteller. I also write a little bit of poetry. I also write some stories. I'll do this. तो मुझे करने दो. अब मेरी ऑडियंस को पता है कि इसके अलग अलग पहलू हैं. So I personally love the fact that that audience interacts with me on all of those things, certain sections of them. So that happens. As a representative of Commune, and because there's Tess also, who's like the co-founder of the festival, we do need to prepare people.
Right.
Because sometimes sometimes you have to even tell them कि यार ये avoid कर दो. तो I think कभी कभार आपकी responsibility बन जाती है, and I think I'm at that stage. So I'm happy to do that. I often do that, and I mean not just me. Everyone at Commune tries to do that because I think we are there to help build community. That's it.
This Abba moniker is really working.
Oh, good Lord!
You're
It
really
doesn't end.
you're diving into it in a big way.
Yeah. Please trust me.
I just wanted to actually speak to the two of you a little bit about process in terms of when you are coming up with something new to write. Like, how does it go for you? Is it like a topic that, yeah, okay, I'm feeling very strongly about this? Like you mentioned, then sometimes like the meter is first for you. You know, what about you? Like, how do you go about building a piece?
So when I say the meter is first, there's always a tagline though. जैसे प्रेम कैसे होता है, I knew that the poem is going to be about कि प्रेम कैसे होता है, and then the meter will come. Same happened with me with मैं 2019 में 1999 ढूंढ रही हूँ. It was actually an Instagram caption. मैंने एक थाली, स्टील की थाली में अरहर की दाल, चावल, दही, पुदीने की चटनी रख के खुद बना के फ़ोटो खींच के लिखा था मैं 2019 में 1999 ढूंढ रही हूँ बिकॉज दिस इज़ हाउ आई यूज्ड टू ईट इन द 90s देहरादून में स्टील के बर्तनों में खाना आता था दैट वाज जस्ट मी बीइंग नॉस्टैल्जिक. And when I went through the caption and I went through the responses, I thought, this is something I feel about so strongly. Maybe I can develop this into a poem.
Or many other things.
तो ये एक तरीका है. दूसरा मेरा बीट वाला तरीका हमेशा रहता है जिसमें एक चीज़ जहन में आएगी. Like even some of my English pieces, like I'm not a cool girlfriend, was something I used to say to my husband, who at that time used to be my boyfriend. He was like, you're so uncool. I was like, yeah, I'm not a cool girlfriend. That became a poem, right? There is this poem called We Are the Difficult Women. And I've often spoken about it because growing up, हमें हमेशा difficult बोला जाता था the moment we would try to express ourselves. Right. So a lot of my poems, are very much related to what I have gone through personally, especially the best ones. B, there will be a thought in my head or a tagline in my head, and then I will develop it further. How it comes to me is a different process altogether. I wait for it to come to me.
आई थिंक वेरी सिमिलर जैसे प्रिया एंड में कह रही थी कि द प्रोसेस इज के वी नो वी आर द मीडियम ऑफ द स्टोरी नॉट द क्रिएटर. इट्स सॉर्ट ऑफ ऑल्सो कीप्स यू हम्बल इन अ वे. बट मैं हमेशा अंत पहले ढूंढता हूँ कि बिकॉज आई फील लाइक आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ स्टोरीज टू से, अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंसेस हैव हैपेंड, बट अंत में मैं ऑडियंस को क्यों कह रहा हूँ. तो आई थिंक आई वेट फॉर द एंड, द टेक बैक फॉर द ऑडियंस और द टेक बैक इवन फॉर मी. क्या ये पूरी कहानी कह दी पर इसमें अंत में क्या होगा. सो आई थिंक आई वेट फॉर द एंड एंड देन आई बैक ट्रैक टू हाउ टू बिगिन विथ इट. तो कहानियों के साथ मेजरली ये होता है. और कविता तो आई थिंक कविताओं मेरे साथ ऐसे ही हुआ है कि पहले 2 वर्स आ गए तो अपने आप पूरी लिखी जाती है. लाइक इन वन सिटिंग आई विल कंप्लीट द पोएम एंड आई डोंट इवन थिंक अबाउट कि कैसे क्या जा रहा है. आई डोंट क्वेश्चन माई राइटिंग. I think that is a big important rule for me, that I never question my writing. I get surprised by it. I enjoy it.
You never get upset by it?
Sometimes. And then I just delete it and like किसी को नहीं पता चलना चाहिए. But yeah, majoritarily I am surprised क्योंकि आप जब कुछ अच्छा लिख देते हो ना आप भी ऐसे हो जाते हो कि अरे ये मैंने सोचा. But then again जैसे मैंने कहा कि you are the medium. So the medium is always astonished by what comes to it. So I enjoy what I'm writing sometimes and I'll be like lovely, but I will never question it. I will never stop. जैसे कहानी के अंदर आप किरदारों के साथ ऐसे कहते हो ना, ये ऐसे क्यों बात कर रहा है, मत पूछो, खत्म कर दो. वो अंत में जब पूरी कहानी खत्म हो जाएगी ना तब किरदारों के साथ बैठ के बातचीत करो कि तुमने ऐसा क्यों कहा, ये क्यों हुआ. बट डोंट स्टॉप द प्रोसेस ऑफ राइटिंग क्योंकि आगे का थॉट कट डाउन हो जाएगा जस्ट बिकॉज यू स्टॉप टू क्वेश्चन समथिंग.
In this, in the process of community building, which is obviously happening quite successfully, and it's getting so popular, and poets to whom poems come, how do you manage quality control?
So we built a process. So first things which we do is that we organize X number of workshops through the year for people to be able to interact with who we believe. So I believe that there is a Maslow's hierarchy of creativity as well, right? तो जो रोटी कपड़ा मकान है वो कंजम्पशन है. जो आप इंस्टाग्राम पे देखते हैं, यूट्यूब पे देखते हैं, आपका रोटी कपड़ा मकान है. उसके बाद जो लेयर आता है विच इज़ द लेयर विच इज़ अबाउट भाई फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली, विच इज़ कम्युनिटी, राइट. अगर रोटी कपड़ा मकान मिल गया तो आदमी फिर ढूंढता है फ्रेंड्स एंड सपोर्ट टू दैट डिग्री. देन यू आर टर्निंग एंड सेइंग how do I learn more and how do I earn? So learn and earn becomes, so that learn and earn is something we've really focused on.
And since you are also, I'm assuming that आप लोग क्योंकि इतना क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, आप लोग उतना स्पोकन वर्ड कंज्यूम भी कर रहे हैं. You're keeping an eye on the stuff that's happening around you in terms of what other people are doing. And I think that, of course, it's all coming from the human condition and personal experiences. How do you manage to stay original and unaffected? Or is that not something you need to worry about? Like, can you imbibe stuff easily from people that you are inspired by? Or is there a constant struggle to remain like your own unique voice?
A lot of people sometimes ask me what is the best way to relieve a writer's block. And this is my best way to relieve a writer's block. I go online or offline and I consume what other people are doing. And I don't only restrict it to spoken word. उस टाइम पे मैं थिएटर भी देखने जाऊंगी, मैं लाइव म्यूज़िक शोज़ भी देखूंगी, मैं ऑनलाइन भी देखूंगी कि मेरे कंटेम्प्रेरीज क्या कर रहे हैं, मैं यूट्यूब पे भी जाऊंगी, मैं अभी भी कभी कभी बटन पोइट्री पे जाती हूँ. That's my process, because when I see what other people are doing and when you consume really good content, it makes you want to write more. मुझे कभी भी इस बात का डर नहीं रहा कि कहीं मैं उनकी तरह तो साउंड नहीं करने लग जाऊंगी, because I feel I do have my own unique voice, and over the years I think I have also adhered very strongly to who I am and what I love to write about. So that has never really fazed me, but I really do enjoy watching other people's work as well, in all forms of art. For me, it's not just spoken word and storytelling, it's everything that moves me.
I think मेरा भी consumption pattern ऐसा ही रहा है कि try to consume through books, through theatre, through music and spoken word obviously. पर मैं एक चीज़ बहुत जल्दी ऐसे समझ गया कि जितनी भी ओरिजिनल कहानियाँ थी वो बोल दी गई है, मतलब हो चुका है. Everybody is just replicating the same emotion but in their own experience, in their own style. Right. So that cannot be copied. कि मुझे नहीं लगता कि अगर मैं जिस तरीके से प्रेम के बारे में कहता हूँ शायद कोई और कह पाएगा. प्रेम के बारे में बहुत कहा गया, पर जिस तरीके से मैं कहता हूँ वो नहीं कहा गया.
And do both of you also find like a lot of mimics? Are there people?
Yeah, there are people who have performed our poems and also they tag us, like a lot of college students. I recently had a beautiful moment, in fact. मेरा शो था NCPA में called इश्क है, और शो के end में, you know how you meet your audiences, and there's a school teacher who came to me. She was from Balaji International School in Mumbai, and she said, I have to show you something. And she took out her phone and she showed me a girl from grade 6 at her annual function on stage performing my poem. There's this piece that I've written called Tum Mumbai Ho, and I think that is the most successful I've ever felt in my life. I don't think any Canada tour, UK tour, badi brand deal, I don't think मुझे उतना सक्सेसफुल कभी भी महसूस हुआ, because I could see the 12-year-old Priya जो स्कूल में दूसरे पोएट्स की पोएम सुनाती थी, and it took me a while to digest it. And I asked her, I said, can you send this video to me? And you know, we exchanged numbers and she shared it with me. So when you talk about mimicry, I think with me it has been such a positive thing to see that, and I think उस दिन मुझे सचमुच में लगा कि यार कुछ तो शायद हम लोग कर रहे हैं, right? एक वो है, एक दूसरा है कि you know people are writing their own versions. You know, मैं भी 2019 में 1999 ढूंढ रहा हूँ, and उन्होंने अपने metaphors डाले हैं, वो भी अच्छा लगता है देखने में. I mean, imitation is the best form of flattery there is.
But what is the snapping fingers thing? Why don't you let people clap?
देखिए, all communities are built around ritual.
True.
So the ritual of spoken word is snapping. Why? Because if in the middle of a poem you clap and the person is in their rhythm, और उसको अगली लाइन कह ली है, snap से आपने appreciate किया, लेकिन आपने interrupt नहीं किया. It's appreciation without interruption. While a clap becomes an interruption. तो आपको रुकना पड़ता है ना? So you can all snap. Yeah.
This is something you came up with, or is this?
No. It was a spoken word ritual which you would read about and whatever. The other thing is it sounds like falling rain, which is the best time to listen to. देखिए ना.
I just wanted you all to talk a little bit about your theatre experiences, not necessarily in detail of the experiences per se, but the key differences in terms of the way that you approach it, the audiences, and if there were any takeaways from your theatre work, because I'm assuming yours was after. Yours was before or after?
In between.
So what do you take from one to the other, if at all? So a little bit of that.
So 2016, 2017, I hardly had any work. And this actor friend of mine reached out to me saying, you know, we are doing a play. There are 5 women in the play. The play is called Selfie. and Tanaz Irani was directing it, and a lot of seasoned actors were in it, like Kishore Merchant was in it, Shweta Gulati, Dimple Vichhare. These were all people who have been on stage, TV, films, they've done everything. But we can't find this actor for this character called Sonia Kapoor. And you walk, talk, and look like Sonia Kapoor. You want to come audition? I was like, I don't have anything else going on. Let me just go audition. And I went and I auditioned, and I was terrible at it. But then Tanaz looked at me. She was like, I think I can groom you. And I was like, okay, done. 45 days, रोज 10 घंटे हम लोग वर्सोवा में उस प्ले की प्रैक्टिस करते थे, एंड आई वाज द वर्स्ट एक्ट्रेस आउट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ देम. मुझे रोज़ सबकी सुनने को मिलती थी, यू नो, सब लोग आके मुझे टिप्स देते थे. देयर वाज जस्ट, आई जस्ट फेल्ट कि मैंने किस घड़ी में हाँ बोला है. And the play was going to open at Bhaidas Auditorium, and there were big producers behind it. Ideas Entertainment का play था, Paritosh Painter, and they do very mainstream plays. तो बहुत लोग आते हैं play देखने, पता नहीं 500-600 लोग आ गए. And then there was this monologue that my character had, and मैं कभी भी rehearsal में उस monologue को अच्छे से कर ही नहीं पाती थी at all. But that day on stage, I don't know what came into me. I went on stage, I killed it with that monologue. And I got an applause, and everyone stopped, and all these girls, these other 4 men looked at me and they were like, you know, you did it. And I think that's the day I first understood the power of theatre. Also, I learned a lot of tricks of the trade, you know, like blocking, and, you know, how lighting works, how music works, and how to throw my voice, projection. So I was groomed into theatre. And then our play performed pan-India. We took the play to US. So the play opened up a lot of doors for me, and I feel bad that the play is not on anymore, because it taught me so much, and it was amazing. It was crazy good. So all those 45 days of 10 hours a day, I remember I used to take a shared Uber. उस time पे अभी भी चलती है, I think, shared Ola and Uber, just to get to Versova every day, because I didn't want to spend money in getting like a proper Uber or an auto and, you know, all of that. But it was all worth it, dude. Like it was, and we made money out of it as well. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम लोग theater है तो कुछ पैसे ही मिले. We made a decent amount of money out of it. It ended up being a great decision. I still have the dress for Sonia Kapoor. I don't no longer fit into it anymore.
So wonderful words, no? Made money off theatre. I'm still trying to figure that out. And did you find yourself using stuff like that when you went back to doing your spoken word?
So spoken word has a very large component of theatre. You can write an average poem and perform it really well, and that poem will do well. On the other hand, vice versa, you can write the best poem and not perform it well, and that poem will not do well. In fact, the best spoken word poetry, and I say this with a pinch of salt because we've all had that, some of our most popular poems, and for all of our contemporaries, are ठीक-ठाक poems. They're good enough. They're not brilliant, but they have been performed very well. Yeah. And on the other hand, some of our best written poems have not done very well online. So I think spoken word, I always say, 60% performance and 40% writing. As much as I hate to admit, it's true.
I am what I am because of theatre. I got on stage, my favorite line whenever I go anywhere is, I got on stage when I was 4 years old, I never got off. It's been that. I mean, मैं 4 साल की उम्र में वो छोटी सी स्टेज पर 3 लोगों के साथ एक सिलिक्वी टाइप की थी, मतलब एक्चुअली स्किट थी छोटी, पर सिलिक्वी बन गई थी बिकॉज और 2 लोग अपनी लाइन भूल गए थे. सबकी लाइनें याद थी, मुझे लाइनें जल्दी याद हो गई.
वहीं से वो एक 1% टॉकिंग.
नहीं वही कह रहा हूँ, लग जाओ भाई, लगो टॉकिंग. तो वो शुरू हुआ दिल्ली में स्टेज डोर आमिर के साथ करा. तो जब बॉम्बे आया था, आई इनिशियली फिरोज भाई के साथ में कुछ प्रोड्यूस करता था. तो मैंने उनको बोला कि मैं थिएटर करूं, तो कहने लगा मत कर. फिरोज भाई ना, रोशन मत कर. अरे देख अच्छा ठीक है, इट्स टू टफ, 2 इवेंट्स कर रहा है, कर. I said, ठीक है. I continue to do events. But when I was doing Aladdin, it was just that they had called me to audition for Jasmine's father.
Okay.
I said, यार ये मैं इसमें कुछ मतलब बड़ा क्यूट है, लेकिन परफॉर्मर वाला मजा नहीं. जब जफार दिया तो मैंने कहा भाई ये तो इसमें दम है. So it was so tempting that I did it. And yes, I was doing that कि वो रिहर्सल चल रहा है, मैं कहा 10 मिनट है, हाँ बैक स्टेज जाके मैं जो एक क्लाइंट प्रेजेंटेशन कर रहा हूँ. You know, and then we will do this. You have the profile of a prince. फिर आगे कुछ हो रहा है, तो you know. So theatre is the only. Somebody said this, that theatre is the only medium that is purely an actor's. The director can tell you anything, आकाश. उस मोमेंट पर तो मेरे हाथ में है ना. तो बाद में मुझे गाली दे सकते हो, निकाल सकते हो, लाइट ऑफ कर सकते हो, लेकिन उस मोमेंट मेरे हाथ में.
This sounds like a threat.
No. I'm not saying it.
10 तारीख वाले प्ले पे ट्राई करूंगा.
नहीं पर ये मुझे जब एक्टर ने बोला ना तो कहने लगे कि मुझे ये सीन इस तरीके से करना है, मैं तो करूंगी. तो मुझे बड़ा मजा आया. आई एंजॉयड द फैक्ट दैट you can own that moment.
Okay, I think for me the biggest change was after doing this whole mono act of spoken word, like for 60-90 minutes that we go on stage, right, which is just you talking, taking your own pauses, your own sweet time with your material, right? When you go back to theatre and you start interacting with people, you know you don't have your leisure time, because theatre literally works on के ठक ठक इसका खत्म हुआ मैंने start कर दिया. So I think going back on that.
अच्छा तो ये सोचते हो तुम लोग मेरे बारे में.
तो जानते हो तो मतलब इस बात को. That was one, and I think the energy, because again in spoken word you don't have to be upbeat with energy.
Yeah.
Right, you're going with the flow, because majority of it talks about emotions, right?
Right.
So you don't want to talk about emotion with so much energy. कि अरे मेरा breakup हो गया, मजा ही आ गया. You have to
Unless आया.
yeah. हाँ, until unless आ गया.
अगर आया मजा तो ठीक है.
That's the first half of the story. But so I think bringing the energy back to the room was one thing, and I think उस stage में I will 110% give you so much credit, because you made that whole process so much easier for me when we were doing Smile Please. एक बार भी आपने ये नहीं बोला कि energy लाओ या कुछ ऐसा गलत कर रहा है तो you like you do what you're doing, then I will tell you how wrong you were.
How lovely.
It was so beautiful. 60 minutes of doing the play, just seeing sir के सही जा रहा है, and then सब अच्छा ही कर रहे हो, but better करो ना. But I think that's what was fun.
Wow, this is new for me.
I think that was fun.
If there was one piece of advice that you do give to budding spoken word artists, what would it be? And so that maybe they can keep that in mind when they come up and see if they can quickly incorporate it. But so anyone, you from the top.
No, I would just say that if it's about performance when you're coming up on stage, find somebody in the audience who's a friend and focus on them. People sometimes start looking everywhere, right? I found that it's better to try and find a person to talk to. ऑडियंस है, एक दो बार करो, लेकिन जब लोग बहुत शिफ्ट करते हैं आप भूल जाते हैं. अगर आप कैमरे पे भी हो रहे हैं ना, बहुत शिफ्टी लगता है. तो इट्स अ स्मॉल थिंग दैट फिक्स योर आईज एट वन प्लेस, टॉक टू वन पर्सन, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली इन अ कैमरा विच विल कट अ रील आउट ऑफ इट, यू विल टॉक टू वन पर्सन. So that's one small thing I say. The second thing is that this is beyond the performance. Keep doing it.
Only write about things that you honestly feel about. I think especially for spoken word, that is a very, very important piece to remember. Don't write because something is in trend, because there is a topic in the news. If you really feel about that topic, write about it. तो आपका जो ईमान है वो आपका सबसे बड़ा इनाम है इस profession में.
One important thing, stage performance, I've realized, don't directly start with your piece. Take a minute, adjust with the stage, adjust with the audience, think of an anecdote, think of a joke. बात करो पहले. Just catch the audience and talk to them, and the person who laughs the loudest on your joke, that's your main person.
मैं उठ रहा हूँ ये चिट पिकअप करने. अगर ये एडवाइस अगर कुछ आपने गलत किया है, बेईमानी से लिखा, तो खुद को डिस्क्वालीफाई कर देना. एक और चिट उठा लेंगे. We'll go with you. You'll have to read out the name once you.
Tejinder Kaur.
तेजिंदर कौर, आइए. ये करना है या ये करना है? अभी ये कर सकते हैं.
अभी ये करना है.
बोले तो ये करना है. हाँ तो ठीक है.
मुझे क्यों इतना प्रेशर फील हो रहा है?
माइक थोड़ा ऊपर कर लो.
गलत माइक पकड़ा तूने तो समझ ले.
और घबराओ मत, बहुत सपोर्टिव कम्युनिटी है ये.
मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम मम्मा के बाद वो लिखा था कि जब हम किसी से प्यार करते हैं तो हमें उसी में भगवान दिखता है. सो ये भी मम्मा के लिए लिखा था, और एक जिससे मुझे पहली बार लगा था कि ये प्यार होता है. सो ये ऐसे है कि ओदी अखां 'ਚ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਨੂਰ ਮੈਂ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਰੱਬ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈ. ਲੋਕੀ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਰੱਬ ਮੰਦਰ ਮਸੀਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ, ਮੈਂ ਵੇਖ ਆਈ ਰੱਬ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ.
अरे वाह.
वाह वाह.
बहुत बढ़िया.
Thank you.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, I want photo also with you.
We'll take it afterwards. Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
That's a good start.
Also, दोस्तों, you are allowed to hold the mic yourself as well. मुझे जो प्रेशर फील हुआ है ना
Ashish Manchanda.
So this is a series that I write और इसकी मोस्टली पोएम स्टार्ट होती है विद याद है. इट्स लाइक अ स्ट्रिंग ऑफ मेमोरीज. तो मैं जस्ट स्टार्ट. याद है अनंत काल के 20 मिनट बाद आदिकाल की वो आदि थी जब मैं तुम्हें विष्णु की नाभि में ढूंढ रहा था. तुमने अपने बारे में एक दुनिया बनाई थी जहाँ फूंक मारकर भंवर बना देती हो, जहाँ घूंट मारकर झरने बुझा देती हो, कानों से उतारकर रोशनी के बुलबुले कभी ज़मीन पे गिरा देती हो, कभी आसमां पे बिछा देती हो.
वाह.
पलकों से कभी जो नीर निकलता है, आँखों से निरंतर एक नूर निकलता है. तेरी ऐनक के शीशे से छनकर आसमान की खलाओं में एक धनक सा बनता है. चांद ने जब तुमसे थोड़ा सा अंधेरा उधार लिया था, आँखों की कोरों से तुमने काजल उतार लिया था. अपनी छोटी उंगली की सिरे पे तुमने रात की तकलीफ की थी. एक ज़िद्दी से चांद की खातिर कितनी तकलीफ़ ली थी. और वो बूढ़ा सैयारा जो अपनी चूड़ियाँ तुम्हारे पास गिरवी रख गया है, मना किया था चांद ने उसके फिर भी रख गया है. कहते हैं एक वक्त पर उसको भी कोई कमी कहाँ थी, होगा कोई बुरा वक्त या 7:30. और ये जो नाखून तराश कर बुरादा उड़ा देती हो हवाओं में, आँख के अंधे रीते लिए तूफान आ जाते हैं सहराओं में. एक नूर का झरना आँखों से, कुछ पिघला कुंदन होठों से तेरी गर्दन पर आ मिलता है. तेरी गर्दन जहाँ पर दिरे प्याग का संगम निकलता है, वहीं से मैं कुछ त्रिवेणियाँ उठा लाता हूँ. एक तेरे छूने भर से मैं शायर बन जाता हूँ. तेरा नाम महज एक बार लेने से मैं बुद्ध हो गया हूँ. मैं तुम हो गया हूँ, मैं शुद्ध हो गया हूँ, मैं खुद हो गया हूँ. ये जो तुझसे तेरी ये दुनिया है, ये जो मुझसे बड़ी ये दुनिया है, मैं जानता हूँ इसमें थोड़ा वक्त लगेगा तुम्हें. मैं तुम्हें वहीं मिलूँगा अनंत काल के 20 मिनट बाद, आदिकाल की उस आदिति के समय.
वाह वाह.
Beautifully written.
7:30 पे 3 लोग हंसे. बहुत बढ़िया है.
सिद्धांत. ओए नहीं, सिद्धांत सावंत.
Piece is a little sensitive, so trigger warning. Because I was going to do a love piece, but then Priya ma'am said कि अपनी सच्चाई कहो तो this is what I write, this is what I love to write. मेरा आवाज़ आ रहा है?
हाँ बिल्कुल आ रहा है.
ठीक है. जो सोचा ना किसी ने मैं सितम वो करने जाऊँगा, जो सोचा ना किसी ने मैं सितम वो करने जाऊँगा, मैं अपनी प्यास को खुद ही बुझाने पानी लाऊँगा. वो पानी ऐसा वैसा ना मगर होगा ज़मीं का जो, कि जिस पर चलते हैं मज़दूर, जिस पे रेत काफ़ी है. मैं उसकी चढ़ से पानी खींच कर सबको दिखाऊंगा, मैं अपनी प्यास को खुद ही बुझाने पानी लाऊंगा. मुझे कुछ बात कन्फ्यूजन सभी के मुंह पे दिखती है, मैं जब भी कहता हूँ ये बात मुझे आंखें परखती है. मैंने कीचड़ से ही क्यों पानी को पीने का सोचा है, ज़माने में कई है नल, मैंने क्यों ऐसा सोचा है. मैं तुमको ये तो बतला दूँ कि कीचड़ क्या बदलता है, कि मिट्टी रेत पानी से वो पीने लायक बनता है. मैं पहले उसको एक कपड़े में रख के यूँ निचोड़ूंगा, कि मिट्टी रेत पानी एक तरफ पानी निचोड़ूंगा. वो पानी गंदला गंदला दिखता है पर पीना तो होगा, कि नुस्खे आजमा कर पानी मुझको यूँ बदलना है. वो गंदला पानी में एक गिलास में भर के यूँ रख दूँगा, कपड़ा उसमें डाल एक छोर उसका गिलास में होगा, कि दूजा छोर दूजे गिलास में हो जो हो नीचे की. ज़मीन खींचे वो पानी कपड़े से और साफ़ हो जाए. समझता हूँ सिर्फ बातों से समझना मुमकिन ना है, पर हमें तो ऐसा ही करना है पड़ता प्यास की खातिर. वो क्या है हम जहाँ रहते हैं उसको गाज़ा सब कहते, मेरे जैसे बहुत है जो कि अब भी ज़मीं रहते. हमें तो पानी भी कीचड़ से मिलता है उधारी पे, हमें तो सांस भी मिलती है उनसे अब उधारी पे. हमारा जीना मरना दफन होना बस उधारी का, हमारी ज़िंदगी है खेल या है ये मदारी का. कहते हैं कहानी लिखता है जो अंत में बचते, कहानी मेरी मुझ जैसों की फिर तो कौन लिखेगा, कहानी मेरी मुझ जैसों की फिर तो कौन लिखेगा. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
Questions that I'll quickly go through for you guys. Okay, so first up, and we'll keep doing this. First up, in the spoken word arena, other than yourself, who's your favorite artist?
Amandeep.
Haley Shah. I really like her writing.
मेरे लिए बड़ा मुश्किल है यार।
ये बड़ा इसलिए लास्ट आया आपके पास।
नहीं हाँ, मैं जैसे हमने कहा मैंने सोचना शुरू कर दिया यार कौन है व्हाटएवर। ऑनेस्टली आई डू एंजॉय सारा के बिकॉज इंटरनेशनली और यहाँ तो मतलब क्योंकि वही एक गुरु हैं गुलजार साहब हैं, मतलब मैं अभी उनको मानता हूँ क्योंकि वो सच में कुछ अलग ही है यार, समथिंग एल्स।
अच्छा हम तो बिल्कुल
सर ने
कंटेम्पररी
बहुत
चले
safe
गए।
options
I know बने का बोले कि मेरा नाम क्यों नहीं लिया प्रिया?
हम अपनी उम्र के हिसाब से बता रहे थे।
Okay, might need a little bit more thought, but maybe not. A line by someone else that has stayed with you and you still remember verbatim.
मुझे तो यार सब वही याद रहता है, मतलब मैं तो थोड़ा सा बिकॉज मैं उन सब की पोइट्री ज़्यादा पढ़ता रहता हूँ, तो जावेद साहब का मुझे वही याद रहता है कि गिन गिन के सिक्के हाथ मेरा खुरदुरा हुआ, गिन गिन के सिक्के हाथ मेरा खुरदुरा हुआ, जाती रही लम्स की नमी, आई लॉस्ट ऑल फीलिंग, जाती रही लम्स की नमी, बुरा हुआ।
वाह। अमृता प्रीतम जी, उनकी ये कविता हमेशा से मेरी ज़िंदगी का सार रही है, मैं तेनू फेर मिलांगी। इट इज़ सो सिंपल बट इट सिग्निफाइज इट वुमेंस विल, हर रिजॉल्व कि चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए मैं तेनू फेर मिलांगी। इट हैड अ वेरी डीप इम्पैक्ट ऑन मी।
प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये लोग ने एकदम परफेक्ट कोट कर दिया है। मुझे याद है, मुझे कोट करना नहीं याद आ रहा, बट there is this one beautiful poem by Rudy Francisco where he talks about that our body is 70% water, right? So he talks about that whenever I enter a room, I feel like I am between 70% of water and I am the only person who's 30% skin.
वाओ। सॉरी जस्ट सेइंग, एक अमन की भी बहुत प्यारी लाइन है, सब दौड़ में है मैं खोज में हूँ। उनके व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस पे भी वो लिखी हुई है, एंड आई थिंक दैट्स सो ब्यूटीफुल, है ना?
बहुत प्यारी।
या
क्योंकि मैं थिएटर प्लग करता रहता हूँ, द लास्ट प्ले दैट यू वॉच दैट यू रियली एंजॉयड।
Old World, Nasiruddin sir and Ratna ji. I just recently watched it last week and I loved it.
I actually watched a bunch of things which I really enjoyed, some outside. So I saw the MJ the musical, which I just thought was phenomenally performed. I also saw Hades Town, which was completely the opposite because it was jazz and it was a very small theatre, but I mean to use that beautiful story from Greek mythology and convert it, absolutely incredible. Then I saw something around the retelling of Sita and multiple other stories at Prithvi. I'm just trying to remember the name, and in fact, I'll quickly maybe...
Two girls?
Two girls.
Glitch in the Myth?
Glitch in the Myth.
Glitch in the Myth. Yeah.
Glitch in the Myth. I enjoyed Glitch in
that's
the
a
Myth
lovely
tremendously.
piece, yeah.
Tremendously.
I think recently जब UK में थे तो The Lion King देखा था, and I think I constantly come and watch आपके दूसरे productions, तो those are very beautiful.
उसका नाम याद नहीं है तेरे को? Spoken Fest में I know that there are a lot of people who go up there and are doing it in front of an audience that large for maybe the first time, or at least the format for the first time. Someone who hasn't done it yet but you would love to see doing spoken word.
Boman has still owes me one more favor because he was meant to perform his poetry and he has written some wonderful poetry, but he's like, nahi yaar, people will think that I'm trying to be, and I mean, and he's just such a wonderful human being. But I want him to actually perform his poetry because he's performed it for me at a event where we were doing something backstage, and I think he's very good to some degree. I think he has a lot to still tell that way.
I have two names. One is Shabana ji. I did a short film with her a couple of years ago, and she's such a wonderful performer and a great theatre actor. So I think it would be so good to see her on the spoken stage, sir. You know, Shabana ji for next year. Acha. I'm sure. And another person, I think Samay Raina. You know, I really mean it. I don't know if you know, but Samay actually writes poetry. Yeah. And we recently met at an event and had this conversation. So I would love to see that side of him too. Wonderful. Because he's a wonderful performer. So I want to see that side of Samay.
ये आप रिक्रूटमेंट के लिए यूज कर रहे हो ये सेक्शन?
आपने सुनी, मैं तो मेरे तो बन गया।
मैं आ जाती हूँ as a creative advisor on the team.
आपकी से प्रिया से पूछेंगे।
I think one interesting person for me would be Manav Kaul. Because I've read a lot of his work and there is a little poetic touch to it. So listening to him in that capacity would be great. I think there's also this one poet जो अब ज़्यादा perform नहीं करते, but would be great to see him again. Ramneek Singh. He's got some
yes.
beautiful pieces out there, which is like 5 years ago, but amazing work.
And if you haven't seen Ramneek's work, you must check it out on YouTube. He's one of the best writers in our scene. None of us write as beautifully as Ramneek. He has pieces called Cheetiyan, he has a piece called Paji. In fact, this morning I spoke about him in a podcast because it's very, sorry I'm taking more time, but it hurts when people who write so well disappear from our scene because of social media and YouTube and all these other pressures of life. So yeah, great name to think of.
The last जो सवाल है, मैं शायद थोड़ा ज़्यादा मांग रहा हूँ आप लोगों से, but it would be wonderful if you could recite something that's unreleased, unperformed, work in progress, underperformed, not very well known. Can be something that you're, jamming with, something that you haven't done enough, something from your book. Yaya has written a book, by the way. Yaya is now a published author.
बहुत कम तालियां बजाए तुम लोग ने जिस हिसाब से गया है काम उसमें.
मतलब स्पोकन वाले पढ़ने थोड़ी लगे.
आई थिंक किताब में से तो द बुक इज़ बेसिकली शॉर्ट स्टोरीज. तो उसके अंदर एक हिस्सा आता है वेयर इट्स लव लेटर्स बिटवीन टू पीपल थ्रू लाइक ईयर्स ऑफ टाइम. तो उसके अंदर डायलॉग बाजी अच्छी कर लेते हम. तो उसके अंदर लड़का लड़की को खत में लिख रहा है कि वो कुर्ग गया है बेसिकली. तो कहता है कि मैं कुर्ग गया तो मैंने रियलाइज़ किया कि पहाड़ बड़े जलते हैं मुझसे. तो वो इसलिए क्योंकि मैं जब तुम्हारा नाम ले रहा था तो पहाड़ वापस तुम्हारा नाम चिल्लाते. अब लोग उसे गूंज कहते, मैं उसे पहाड़ की जलन कहता हूँ क्योंकि पहाड़ के पास तुम नहीं हो ना.
वाह.
फिर मैं शाम को बैठ जाता तो मैं आसमान की तरफ देखता तो मैं देखता कि आसमान बादलों से तुम्हारा चेहरा बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं. बेवकूफ़ आसमान ये भी नहीं जानता कि ऊपर वाला भी तुम्हें सिर्फ एक ही बार बना पाया है.
वाह.
तो मैं रात को तारों पे तुम्हारा और मेरा नाम एक साथ लिख देता हूँ. आसमान भी खुश हो जाता है कि चलो तुम्हारा चेहरा नहीं तो नाम सही, कुछ तो उस पर बनता है.
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया.
बहुत डीप रोमांटिक आदमी.
मैं आपको कुछ सुना देती हूँ जो मुझे याद है.
जी.
माई मॉम विल बी वेरी हैप्पी. तजिंदर मॉम्स, जब मैंने पहली बार कविता लिखी थी आई वॉज इन क्लास 7th, मैं 12 साल की थी और मुझे पहली बार ज़िंदगी में प्रेम हुआ था. मैं 7th A में, वो 7th B में, दैट लव असेंबली की लाइन में एक दूसरे की तरफ देखना. और मेरी मम्मी बहुत गुस्सा हुई थी मेरी डायरी में प्रेम कविताएं देख के कि ये कैसी बातें लिख रही हो तुम और किसके लिए लिख रही हो. एंड सिंस दैट डे माई मॉम ऑलवेज हैड दिस ग्रज विद मी कि मैंने मम्मी के लिए पोएम क्यों नहीं लिखी. So years after, when my mother had a pancreatitis attack and she was in the ICU, I remember I had gone to Dehradun. I'm from Dehradun, and in the hospital waiting room, I realized that that day might not come when my mother can hear a poem from me, and that's when I had written this poem. It's called कुछ नहीं. मैं भागकर स्कूल से आती, बैग फेंकती और हक से पूछती, आज खाने में क्या बना है? और तुम स्टील की प्लेट पर चम्मच और कटोरी लिए घर के खाने को ऐसे सजाती जैसे कोई पूजा का थाल. और मैं बिना देखे, बिना सोचे, बिना खाने की तारीफ़ किए टीवी का रिमोट हाथ में लिए खाना खा लेती, लेकिन तुम्हारे सारे सवालों का अटपटा सा जवाब देती. आज स्कूल में क्या किया? कुछ नहीं. डिनर में क्या खाओगी? कुछ नहीं. होमवर्क में क्या मिला? कुछ नहीं. और तुम कुछ नहीं कहकर माँ मेरी उन सब ज़रूरतों का ख्याल रखती जिनके बारे में मैंने तो कुछ नहीं सोचा था. कुछ नहीं में माँ तुम इतना सब कुछ कैसे कर जाती थी. आज जब मेरे पास सब कुछ है, आज जब मेरे पास सब कुछ है तो यही सोचती हूँ कि तुम्हारे जाने के बाद कुछ नहीं रह जाएगा, कुछ नहीं कहा जाएगा, कोई भी तो नहीं पूछेगा मुझसे सब कुछ के बारे में. सो थैंक यू माँ. एंड नाउ माई मदर इज़ हैप्पी. Now she's like, चलो मेरी बीमारी का कुछ तो फायदा हुआ.
मैं इंद्रधनुष से ही आपको कुछ पढ़ के सुना रहा हूँ. मैं शो में शुरुआत में लखनऊ की बात करता हूँ और लखनऊ में अपने माता पिता की बात करता हूँ, अम्मी अब्बा की बात करता हूँ. तो उसमें मैं ये कुछ कहता हूँ कि पापा 35 साल के, पतले, अपनी लिखाई जैसे, नीट, अपनी लिखाई जैसे, काले चश्मे, बड़े फ्रेम, 2 पतलून, 3 बुशर्ट, 1 सफारी सूट, कहीं नैप्थलीन बॉल्स की कब्र में दफन एक सूट. His hands were always clean. He smelt of Nycil powder and books. हम सब में से ना नाइसिल की खुशबू आती थी क्योंकि लखनऊ की गर्मी, घमौरियों का इलाज नाइसिल का ताज। वो सूट साल में 2 बार निकलता था, प्रेस होकर, क्रिस्प होकर, जैसे डिक्लेरेशन हो, हम कोई नहीं है तो क्या, हम कुछ तो हैं। Papa never raised his voice, ever. He made his feelings known through very precise silence. If you did something wrong, he would simply stop, quietly become absent while physically being present. This was more terrifying than any shouting. My mother, on the other hand, superwoman, जैसे हम सबकी मम्मियाँ होती हैं, secretary by day, mother of 2 by evening, wife and cook and accountant and emotional anchor by night, कॉटन सलवार कमीज या उनकी फेवरेट साड़ी। मुसलमान लोग साड़ी नहीं पहनते, लेकिन हम थे नाम के मुसलमान। हमारे घर की फौज की जनरल, हमारी माँ, लीडिंग ऑपरेशन किफायत, हर चीज में बचत सिवाय उनके प्यार के। पापा बारिश जैसे बिन बुलाए आते, बिन बताए जाते। मम्मी सूरज जैसी, हमेशा वहां, कभी कड़ाके की धूप, कभी नरम रोशनी, लेकिन हमेशा वार्म। एंड में सिर्फ एक छोटी सी चीज कहता है, लखनऊ में बारिश कम होती थी, लेकिन जब होती, पापा घर की खिड़की पे जाते, बारिश के खत्म होने का इंतजार करते, और जब बारिश पतली होती और सूरज बाहर आता, तब चमत्कार होता। आसमां में ऊपर वाला अपने क्रेयॉन से रंग भर देता। पापा मेरे कंधे पर हाथ रखते, ऊपर देख के कहते, बेटा देखो इंद्रधनुष।
वाह वाह वाह।
9th, आप लोग 9th को जाइएगा थर्ड में। बट थैंक यू फॉर दिस एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम। दिस हैज बीन एब्सोल्युटली वंडरफुल एंड वेरी एनलाइटनिंग फॉर मी एंड यस, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you.